The next day, in the morning I woke up early and prepared breakfast for Bhabhi. Bhabhi teased me by saying, "Meri gudiya khana bhi bana leti hai." We were instructed to wear ethnic clothes as first we will stop at a temple. So I helped Bhabhi in wearing a sari, but it took a very long time and I wasn't ready yet. So Bhabhi called Neha for help. Bhabhi told Neha to do my makeup while she does my hair. Bhabhi just added a few things like a flower, clutcher etc. as my hairstyle was already great. Neha on the other hand did my makeup. She applied lipstick, applied kajal, placed really pretty jhumkas on my ears, stuck a bindi on my forehead, placed bangles on hands. Bhabhi was in a really pretty pink sari with matching bangles etc. and I was in a pink-white floral kurti with pink tight salwa and pink dupatta which was pinned by Neha on my shoulders. Every makeup item on me and Bhabhi was matching: lipstick, bangles, nail paint, bindi, everything was pink. It was looking like we were Nand, Bhabhi, soul sisters. Then we took our stuff, purse etc. and joined the others. Everyone was mad at us for being late, but who can be mad at three very young, very beautiful ladies? So we sat on the bus, me, Neha, Bhabhi together. There were 5 men, including Neha's father on the trip, and 9 women including me, Neha and Bhabhi. Neha introduced me to her mom and father. Our first stop was the temple they were talking about. There I had to stand in the ladies' line with Neha and Bhabhi. We did puja and took blessings from the priestess. The priestess saw sindoor on Bhabhi's forehead, so she blessed her to have a kid, while she blessed me and Neha to find a great man. Bhabhi was giggling so hard when priestess said that to me. After that we stopped for lunch, and then later that day arrived at the hotel we were going to stay in. Everyone had dinner together and we went to our rooms. Me and Bhabhi in our room. Me: "How are you so comfortable in a sari? This suit is killing me, but you are still pretty comfortable in sari." Bhabhi: "Don't worry sweetie, you will get used to it one day." Next morning me and Bhabhi were having breakfast and Neha came in and talked for a while. She asked for some advice on family matter on. Bhabhi shared her wisdom. Before leaving she said thanks to us and said, "What will I do if I don't have you girls to support me in my life?" That got me thinking that what are we doing? We are betraying a very innocent girl who trusts us with a blindfold on her eyes. This is wrong. So I told Bhabhi that, "Bhabhi, we are doing a very bad thing. It doesn't matter if we lose her, but we can't betray someone like this." Bhabhi said, "You are right." So we decided to tell her the truth. Before she left with her parents for a short detour, we called her and said we need to talk. Bhabhi explained her everything, that how you suddenly came and things happened as they happened. She said, "Don't panic, don't be mad at us. Neha, you are joking, right? It's a bad joke. There is no way Alicia is a guy. I mean, look at her face and look at her body. Look at the size of the BBS she has." Then I removed my top and bra in front of her and told her it's fake. "Neha, why did you do this? I mean, what the F asterisk man? What the hell is this?" Me: "I wanted to be friends with you. I wanted to get to know you. And then this whole trip thing came up. I am sorry." Neha: "You could have simply told me that day. I would still have been your friend. But after all this, I mean, I thought you were a real girl. I even changed my clothes in front of you. I gotta go. This is a terrible betrayal." Neha got mad and she left our room. She was really angry. Me and Bhabhi were really sad she got mad. We apologized like a million times, but she never cared. She left with her parents for a slight detour and me and Bhabhi decided to go for hiking. We both wore comfortable jeans and tops and jackets as it was chilly. We came back at 6 p.m. Neha was already back. We apologized again but she ignored us. Later that night after dinner I was really sad. Bhabhi was consoling me and Neha came to us. Neha, why did you do that? Bhabhi, we never intended for it sis, we are really sorry. It's not his fault, I was the one, just forgive him. Neha, so actually he is your brother-in-law not your sister-in-law. Bhabhi, yes. Neha, but how can he be so girly? No one can say he is a guy. Bhabhi, he has feminine traits, and a little makeup does great magic. Neha, I am still really mad but I can forgive you on one condition. Me? Tell me, I will do anything. Neha, you deceived me by being a girl and becoming my best friend. Okay, so now let's see how long you can keep it up for me. You remain as girly as you can till I forgive you. You will do whatever I say. You will wear whatever I tell you to wear. Pretend you were born as a girl and I will pretend you never told me the truth, and if I feel you are trustworthy I will forgive you. Me? Okay, I will do whatever you say. Just don't end things between us. I still live and work in Bhopal. I would really love if we could bury the hatchets and be friends over there. Neha, I haven't forgiven you yet, but if I do, yes, we can be friends there. Then she left. Bhabhi told me don't worry, everything will be okay. Next day me and Bhabhi decided to rent a bike and go on a long ride. We asked Neha if she wants to join us. She agreed. Bhabhi wore a jeans and a very masculine shirt, a cap and a jacket with boots. She looked like a tomboy. Neha had same kind of an outfit but in different colors. When I started to dress she said, remember you are going to wear what I pick for you. Bhabhi and I will ride separate Royal Enfields and you will sit behind me and will wear a sari. She said, Bhabhi do her 16 stringer, he wants to be a girl so make him as girly as possible. Otherwise I am not going. Neha went to pack lunch and other required stuff for our trip. Bhabhi, you are going to have a great time. Giggling. Bhabhi first did my makeup, made a wonderful juda bun in my hairs, put a very pretty pin to tie it. She placed a mangtika on my hairs as the bun was center parted. She tied a necklace around my neck, tied jhumkas on my ears, stuck a bindi on my forehead, tied an armlet, placed a bracelets on left hand, made me wear payals, toe rings, heels etc. Then she dressed me in a golden blouse, tied strings from the back and made me wear a skirt like petticoat. Then she draped the red sari around me and pinned the pallu at my shoulders. She taught me how to handle it and how to always look after my sari in front of my chest to avoid a clear sight at your cleavage. Finally she redid my lipstick and we were done. Bhabhi, now you look like my sister. Me, why so many accessories? Bhabhi, she said 16 stringer, you don't wanna disappoint her, do you? Wait, let me bring something. Bhabhi sprayed Itra, lady's perfume, on me. And then I was done. Neha, oh my god, you look great. Bhabhi looks like our bride-to-be is ready. Bhabhi, yeah, we need to find a groom for her soon. They started giggling so hard and I started to blush. Neha, Bhabhi, that's your bike, here is your key, and she will sit with me. I had to sit like a woman with both feet on same side. She told me to keep one hand on her shoulder. She gave me a purse and said everything you need is in there and tell me you want privacy to change. I didn't get what she meant. Actually the bag had feminine hygiene products like sanitary pads. I was dying from embarrassment. Finally we took off for the trip. We had great fun, it wasn't all that bad sitting behind, I had a great view to look everything. The sari was a bit uncomfortable but I can't show it. Neha forgave Bhabhi soon and they became friends soon, they started to tease me a lot together. After a long uncomfortable day in sari we were back. Neha told Bhabhi to go as she wants to talk to me. Neha, you know it's very hard to wear a sari for an entire day. Me, I understand it no. Neha, you really want me to be your friend? Me, yes absolutely. She held my hand and said I forgive you. She kissed me on the cheeks and said good night. Next day was the last day of the trip and everything was fine between us. Even after knowing the truth, Neha was still treating me like a girl. Bhabhi and Neha weren't teasing me at all no. Instead they became so comfortable around me that I think they don't even consider me a guy anymore. We returned home and there was still a day or two left before I leave for Bhopal. Neha was coming with me as she got an early joining letter. I still had no guy clothes, so Bhabhi told me to go as a girl and change into a guy when you get home, then help Neha find an apartment. Bhabhi asked, Neha, are you excited to meet Anil when you reach Bhopal? Neha, a little, but I will rather hang out with Alicia, if she is willing. Bhabhi dressed me in a simple floral summer dress, packed all the clothes we bought and dropped me and Alicia off at the airport. She hugged Neha goodbye. Then she said to me, visit again Alicia, I had a great time with you, and try to be as much Alicia as possible and not my buyer. Me, I will. Bhabhi hugged me, kissed me on the cheeks, then placed her hands on my face and kissed on the lips. I was surprised by that. Then Bhabhi left, with tears in her eyes. Neha said to me, don't worry, girls do kiss each other on lips. We reached my house at Bhopal. I removed my fake BBS etc. and came out of the bathroom wearing t-shirt and sweatpants. Neha, you know, even if you dress like a guy, you will always be Alicia for me. Then we searched a little and found a really good place for Alicia to stay. It was close to my house, it was close to her work, and it was in the outskirts of the city, so pretty beautiful and clean. Finally she was unpacked. I left her place. This time she didn't kiss me goodbye. She just hugged me and said bye. I restarted my job again and Neha hers. I wanted to ask Neha out on a date this weekend. It was Friday and I thought about calling Neha on a date, but she was the one who called me. She told me she is going shopping for her new place and whether Alicia would like to join me. She said she doesn't know anything or anyone in this city. I agreed and she said she will come to my place at 11 a.m. It was good. I will ask her out that day. She came to my house sharp 11 a.m. I was ready. Neha, hi, you aren't dressed yet. Me, what are you talking about? This is what I'm wearing. Neha, we are going shopping, not going for a cricket match. I will not go with someone who will not enjoy it. I came to pick Alicia. Me, I am still the same person. Neha, yeah, but it won't her, otherwise I am leaving. Me, okay, fine, I will change. Neha, I will help you. Neha dressed me in a mini skirt and a sleeveless top which Bhabhi bought me. She placed all accessories on my, including a nice flower. Neha, now you look like my partner in crime. We went shopping after that. We had great fun. She even took me to a spa. I had great fun, but I was worried about me dressing as a girl to hang out with the girl I like. So I asked her during the dinner. She said she really got comfortable around Alicia, and as she is new to this place she wants to hang out with her and not Anil. She asked for some time and said everything will be normal within a few days. I talked to Bhabhi about it and she said just give her what she wants. So after that, whenever me and Neha had quality fun time together, she first does my makeover. She does hang out with normal me, but only when she needs help or I need her help. For fun time it's always Alicia. Time was flying by and I was unable to ask Neha out. 3 months have passed since then. Me and Neha are a lot closer now. She no longer needs Alicia to feel comfortable. I thought this is going well and now I am going to ask Alicia out. But due to my huge mistake in finalizing the deal, my company lost plenty of money and I was fired. As I was living in the quarters provided by my company, I was ousted from my home too. I can't go home as my parents would be heartbroken. So I told Neha everything and started crying in front of her. She consoled me and said, "Don't worry, you will get a new job very soon." She asked me, "Do you have any guy who could help you in this city?" I said I had friends at my office but I can't go there now. She wiped my tears and said, "Don't worry, for now you can stay with me." I had no option but to take it. When Neha talked to her landlord about it, landlord said no guys are allowed in this building. You do live in an apartment and not in a hostel, but you can't have boys in my place. So Neha came to me, held my hand and said, "Sweetie, can you do one thing for me? You have to become Alicia again if you want to live in my building." I talked to landlord and he is very strict. Just please, please, please. By the way, it's been a long time since I have seen Alicia. It's only temporary. When you find a place to settle, you do whatever you want. I had no choice but to accept it. I packed all the stuff that I had, especially the ones Bhabhi bought me, and decided to move to Neha's place. Before going, Neha gave me a clean shave as I kept a beard for the last month or so. I now had longer hairs reaching my mid-back. She opened the man bun I had kept in my hairs and braided it. This was the first time I was getting a braid. And certainly not the first time either. Then dressed me in kurti, skinning tight salwar and pinned a dupatta at my shoulders. She then placed a few bangles on hands, stuck a bindi, jhumkas, did my makeup and I was done. I asked Neha, "Why can't you just dress me in a simple dress or jeans top?" She said the landlord auntie and uncle like traditional Indian girls who are the so-called Sansakari girls. With this outfit, they wouldn't reject you. We reached there, auntie took my interview, asked me where I work etc. She liked me very much due to my appearance. So it was done. I was now a female roommate of the girl I like. Neha's apartment was wonderful. She had a decent job, so it was affordable too. There were 2 bedrooms, a large living room etc. Also it was a very girly place, not just the rooms, the buildings too. Mostly women live here, some families, but no single guy. I started searching for jobs, but my reputation was gone and it spread like a wildfire. So I was getting kinda depressed by the fact that I don't have a job. Neha taught me how to do my own makeup, so that I don't face trouble when I am alone at home. She leaves for work at 8 a.m. and returns at 7 p.m. Most of the day I do nothing. So it was hard for me to find sleep easily. So I started to do household work for her. I prepared breakfast, guided the maid on how and where to clean, and sometimes I even cooked dinner. I was kinda getting bored of that, so I started to take great interest in my looks and my dressing styles, as it was the only thing I could do now. After Neha leaves for work, I take about an hour to get ready, admired myself in the mirror for hours. Started learning about different styles of clothing. Now fashion was my new hobby. Neha noticed the difference too. Earlier when I moved in, I was in yoga pants, sweatpants and shorts all day, but now she finds me in pretty dresses and pretty suits at times. I never wrote the feminine articles and other fashion magazines she has, but now at dinner we argue about it for hours. I started a blog on the internet where me and Neha reviewed clothes on the internet, gave tips on how to dress. Mainly it was her, but we were writing so everyone thought it was me. Things are different now. Most of the day I don't think I am a guy. With no luck in getting a job as an engineer, I decided to move on and find a job someplace else. On the other hand, daily me and Neha were increasing their knowledge in fashion. We had night outs when she would dress me, I would dress her, and we will discuss and make notes of our observation. From what I can tell, she was sick of her job too. One day, a CEO of a big fashion industry came across our blog and contacted us. He asked us whether we would like to work for them. We both were set up on an interview. They told us they are having difficulties in bringing new style of clothes in the market, so they want young and vibrant women to help them. Neha read the mail and was delighted. She told me we have a great opportunity now. The interview was after 3 days, so we started to prepare for it. On the day of interview, we decided to dress super professionally. Neha dressed herself in a red pantsuit with white shirt. I was dressed in a pink formal top and a white pencil skirt. We did our own makeup, kept it simple. Neha made a flower bun and her hairs in a princess-type hairstyle with some hairs tied at back and others flowing till my back. We both had a great interview. They liked our fashion insights, our dressing sense and people skills. Neha was the preferred one for them as she had a degree in a relevant field. I had a degree in engineering, so it was difficult for me to explain myself. We reached home and started talking in our 90s. Me, do you think it's weird for me to work as a full-time girl? Neha, why would it be weird? Me, because I am guy. Neha, don't tell this to anyone and you will be fine. It's our secret. I barely notice that you are still a guy. Just don't think about it. For now it's important for you to have a job. Me, what about my parents, if they visit me or I go to them? Neha, don't tell them the truth. They won't surprise visit you. When they tell you they are coming, we will make quick adjustments. When you visit, there, make sure you are in sari or something. Just kidding, make sure you don't leave a trace on your face about your elegance and grace. Me, so you a drunk poet now? Listen Neha, there is something I have been meaning to tell you this for a long time. I really like you. Neha, I like you too. Me, no, I mean I love you. Neha, I love you too. You are just the sweetest friend. Me, no, I wanna date you. You know the guy in me wants to be with you. Neha, how can you date me? I really get to meet the other you. It's been months. To tell you the truth, I don't even like him. Me, okay, Neha, don't get upset baby, I love you. I just don't like him. So if you wanna be with me, be the person you were the first day you meet me. Me, what do you mean? Suddenly Neha started to kiss me slowly on my lips. I don't know whether it was alcohol or it was her instinct, but slowly she kept our glasses away, laid me on the bed, got on top of me, caressed my hairs behind my back and kissed my red cherry lips. I got a first hard-on in months. It felt great. This is the first time I made physical contact of this form with someone. She started to remove all my clothes and started talking to me at the same time when she was removing my clothes. Neha, you know, I have never been attracted to guys kissing Girls never wanted to be my friends too as they knew my secret. That's why when Bhabhi introduced me to you and you stared at me like that, I thought I have finally found someone. That's why I was so upset when you told me I was a guy. But after getting to know you better, the truth is, you were never really a guy, you were born to be a girl. Me, you knew I was in love with you, Neha, even a monkey could have seen it in your eyes. Neha started to increase the tension between us by kissing deeply. Me, but I am just living as a girl, because of reasons. Neha, oh please, subconsciously you want to be a girl, otherwise you would have never agreed to it. You are so good as a girl, all your traits, all your attributes, you blush, you pose, you do everything like a girl. Embrace it. Just think, how many minutes a day do you even think of yourself as a guy? You do your makeup without me, you pose like a girl in your pretty dresses in front of mirror, you take plenty of selfies daily in your dresses, you pout in them. You are a girl, you just don't wanna admit it. I was on alcohol and she was all over me, so it was hard to say anything against her, so I just said yes, you are right. Neha, of course I am, just say it. Say Neha, I am a girl and I want you inside me. Me asterisk repeated. Neha, say I will always be your girlfriend, a less asterisk and lover and a future wife. Me repeated. What happened next? Will Anil accepts Neha's offer? Will he turns into Alicia for forever? Stay tuned for the upcoming parts.